Justice.
Hi, I'm Dan Snooze, and today we're taking a look back at Tim Burton's fascinating follow-up to Batman, 1992's Batman Returns. I dogged on the previous film for trying to pull off special effects shots that come off more cartoony and pull me out of the experience. Returns starts off immediately with an impressive compositive sequence. Like the last film, Burton is continuing time-honored Hollywood traditions of pre-CGI special effects and was remarkably one of the last films to employ primarily these practically done special effects. I will say, while this movie has definitely improved as far as special effects, there are still some shots that vastly differ in quality between cuts, so, you know, can't win them all. There's a 33-year time jump from when the Cobblepots attempt to kill their deformed infant. 33 years? Man, it clearly seems time has not been kind to Oswald. But bathing in a sewer and living with penguins and circus performers tend to age a person. I love pausing and zooming into the backgrounds of shots when sets are dressed with fake pictures. Sometimes you get a movie that doesn't really care, like The Room, where they literally even haven't taken out the stock pictures of spoons from the picture frames. Or you have a case like this: well-to-do, powerful, Trumpish businessman.
You're fired.
Rubbing elbows with members of the Rat Pack, former presidents. Oh, and what's this? Max Schreck hanging out with his good friend Dr. Victor Fries, not pictured Nora Fries, who was taking the picture. And afterwards she collapsed and began to show the early signs of whatever the hell disease she had was called. Alright, I'm ending this weird fanfic right here, but the movie started it by putting in Arnold years before he was Fries. Apparently Bruce has equipped quite conspicuous bat signal reflectors that redirectionalize the light of the bat signal into the library, where luckily Bruce is sitting in contemplation. Look, it's a cool shot, but why? Why? Oh, Batman, you do enjoy your murder. Run along now, you little scamp. What is Batman doing here? After saving Selina, he's kind of just like awkwardly hanging around while chaos is ensuing everywhere. Maybe he's just waiting for her to talk?
Wow. The Batman.
I guess not. Why'd you stand around then afterwards, you asshole?
Well, that was very brief.
The first 20 minutes in, and Burton's growth as a filmmaker and artist are clear. Effects are sharper, there's better lighting and improved technical camera work. Burton is going full Burton in this movie, and it creates a very unique, if not flawed, film. But it's clear the artistry and visuals are a big part of the focus for Burton, and some aspects of the plot suffer for it. I see one of Selina's newly discovered powers is the ability to change the color of scissors in between cuts.
My God, she'll take over the world.
Everyone loves a slinky. Oh. I've always had an issue with the meow meow purr hiss version of Catwoman, but Pfeiffer kills it as Selina/Catwoman post-resurrection. There's a lot of great acting, action, and visuals that service the character and her relationship with Batman very well.
How could you? I'm a woman.
I'm sorry,
Bruce, don't get distracted by tail. You've got a job to do. What an idiot. Why is Bruce so constantly obsessed about saving Gotham when they are so stupid as to buy the story of Penguin miraculously saving the baby in the sewer when he literally comes to the surface on a scissor lift immediately after the kidnapper escaped down there? What? How could you buy that? That's so stupid. He came up in a scissor lift right after. It's staged. It was staged. You dumb people. Real stealthy sleuth in there, Bruce. Rolling the Batmobile in front of the library while you're scoping out Penguin? Do you fly the Batjet through Walgreens whenever Killer Croc's buying some scale ointment? I don't know if there's ever going to be a time where I actually like DeVito's off-putting portrayal of Penguin with his constant acting in pain, groaning, spewing black goo from his mouth. I get it, dude grew up in a sewer. It's just some weird choices that I don't quite think lend to an enjoyable experience revisiting.
Admiring your handiwork.
Touring the riot scene. Gravely assessing the devastation.
Why can't Penguin be more like this in this confrontation with Batman? A performance more consistent with that spirit of the character would certainly be more rewatchable. I love this shot of the stuntman gliding down as Batman and practically full-on face planting into the floor. And then someone on set got creative and was like, no, we can fix this. And just set up the next shot where either the stuntman or Keaton just tuck and rolled, and we're like, yeah, first try. I'm kind of bummed how inconsequential they made Commissioner Gordon in all of the Burton flicks. Along with Alfred, played by Michael Gough, the actor Pat Hingle were the only holdovers between Burton and Schumacher's films, which is a shame because they never gave him anything memorable to do outside of be an idiot. Oh, Roger Sterling retired in Gotham after the ad business. Good to know. Bruce, did you just scratch that CD like a record? Alfred, be careful. I don't know if that sliver of rock shelf can support the weight of you and an invitation from Christopher Walken. The movie is at its best with Keaton and Pfeiffer masks off, which is even more perfect when they both show up to a masquerade ball sans mask themselves. Unlike Basinger and Keaton, there's a legitimate spark between these two, because honestly that relationship is the best part of the movie for me. Most of the time when I think back to this movie, I think of the endless hordes of marching penguins with missiles strapped to their backs. Seriously, this movie has got marching penguins with missiles strapped to their backs, B-roll for days, y'all. I'm not even lying. Apparently Danny DeVito stayed in character between takes. Method acting would echo later in the series, with lead actor of the Nolan trilogy, Christian Bale, demanding to be referred to as Bruce between takes, and, well, Christian Bale just method acts and everything, you know, because he's crazy. Crazy talented, but also crazy.
Why the f*** are you walking right through? Da-da-da-da like this in the background. What the f*** is it with you?
And even Heath Ledger dabbled in method acting with the Joker, and you know that Jared Leto stuff too. Either way, the thought of DeVito going, where's my caramel macchiato? Every day in between takes just sounds woof. Cleanest sewer ever. Originally, Max Schreck's role was written as Harvey Dent, with Billy Dee Williams returning and becoming Two-Face. How awesome would that have been to see? Stupid history. We demand the Billy Dee Williams cut, Warner Brothers! This shot always stood out to me, and as a kid made me realize that the actors playing Batman had to wear eye makeup when they wore the cowl. Keaton's got eye makeup in this shot, cut back, and no makeup, because in this shot he's tearing off the mask, and it would look just a little bit weird if he had Arrow Season 1 Ollie Raccoon eyes when he did.
You killed me. The Penguin killed me. Batman killed me. That's 3 lives down. You got enough in there to finish me off?
Now, with 2 lives left, she kills Shrek with the taser. This is going on a bit. You should probably stop. You're gonna waste your life. How are you not wasting more than 1 life right now? Those are pretty much all my thoughts on revisiting Batman Returns. This was a fun one, if not ultimately not as good as the original. At this point with Batman, I've come to a point where I appreciate each entry for what it is. None of them are terrible. They're all unique in their own way. It's like I'm a parent. And these are my children. Eventually, I will tackle the Schumacher movies, but with this revisited series, I want to go back to movies throughout my childhood or life with a new eye, with an aged eye. So be sure to subscribe and check back each week for new videos. I'm Dan's News, thanks, and I'll see you next time.